Hi guys, it's Rachel here. Now I did do a goodness, you see, this is why I don't like the tripod. I did do a previous video, but then I decided that you couldn't see me sewing, so I wanted to show you how to make how I'm making this scrappy sort of trim here. So I'll start the video again, and and that way you'll be able to see me sewing. And just so you know, I told you before that I'm cold, that you don't know that. And so I'm having a sip of coffee to try and warm up. It's a very sunny, glorious day. I think I'll just put this one aside. This is what I made in the video that I'm not going to publish because you won't be able to see. But we'll make another one. So what I've done is I've just gotten some scraps of straw paper and torn them into strips. It doesn't even matter if I decided that they would be better off a little bit thinner. This one's about 1 inch wide, and this is probably a little bit more than 3/4 of an inch wide. So if you want measurements aren't really important, but you might want them. So I'll just show you what I did. I just put my glue down rather than, I'm using a paper base because I just thought it's less bulky than if I have all these layers of fabric. And so I've got all these silly scraps of fabrics that I keep, and because I've got so many, I just felt like I should just do something with them, because I'm never running short of fabric scraps. So I don't know the other ladies. I don't want the lilac side, I'd like the plain side method of doing these. I don't think I've actually ever watched any videos making these sorts of things, but this is how I'm doing it. So it's kind of like a snippet trim, but it's really fast. I'm not putting any paper. We've done similar sort of thing with paper, but I'm not putting any paper on this. There's no paper, and I'm just being careful. It's a bit annoying having the tripod because I crash into it. Those who watched my earlier videos know that, and but it was the only way that you can see me sewing. So I'll just put my glue down, and what I would generally do is just sit and glue a whole lot down and then go and sew it. But obviously I'll only do like maybe put 2 strips together. I mean, you never get through all this stuff. I've been hoarding it, but what's the point? I just never get through using it all. So I might as well use it here. Let's just tip it all out so it's easier to get to. And this is my little bag of stuff that I just keep near me on my table. Oh, there you go. That little piece wants to go on there. It was attached to my glue. And then when oh, that's really nice. Then when I stitch it, I'll attach a few other bits. Whoops. So it's very scrappy. Very, very scrappy. See, they've got that nice. Oh, that's nice too. That can go somewhere. Let's put some glue down there. Just anything and everything. Those pieces are good for the tops of tags. So I'll keep those. I don't need to use those, and that one is too. So I'll put those back in the bag. I like to put those at the top of tags. I mean, even that one's good at the top of a tag, so I'll keep that one. Got this. I mean, look at all these pieces. We don't need all these. There's a little piece of sari silk. Oh, wait a minute. Let's just attach our other bit here. So you can just keep attaching. Put that there. Put that one there. Oh, there's a painted piece of fabric. Well, we can use that. Why not? I'll just try and tear it. Then once I've covered my base, I'm going to go ahead and just cut a little strip off there. I'm going to go ahead and layer on top of it. It's funny how things just sort of fall into your hands, isn't it? And so they just find their place. That's a grungy bit. Let's put that on. Smooth it up. See, I don't want to whinge, but my hands are cold. So I'm having trouble doing stuff because they're cold. And then I'd like to put some of this on there. Oh, that's all bunched up. Needs an iron. Everything, I mean, anything I have, it always needs an iron. That can go on the top of a tag. Let's open out. Oh, this is very good stuff. I like this. I'll just take a piece of it. I need to get that bit off there because that's kind of like the selvage, and it's sort of rolled so it doesn't fray, and it's a bit lumpy. We don't want too lumpy because we want to make it lumpy with laces and stuff. So this is a very messy, random snippet thing. I don't even want to say it's a roll because it's nothing rolling about it, is there? I'll glue that down there. See, that's a very lumpy piece. That's hemmed, but I like it. Actually, it's almost covering up that. Maybe I'll put it somewhere else. I think I'll put it I'll use this little piece. That's what I'll use. And I'm having the hem on the outside. What else do we have? See, it could take me all day to use up all this stuff. There's a nice piece of linen. That one can go on the top. I'll have a little pile of things that I'll put on the top. See, it's very random. I'm not even thinking about it. I'm just putting them down, putting them on there. What else can I find? Oh, that's enough. I love those bits, and I'll keep that. There's one that can go on top. We'll put some more of this one. Wait a minute, we've got this as well. Oh, isn't that nice? Oops. So that way I can get new scraps. I can have new scraps because you get bored of the old scraps. Get sick of seeing them. Okay, now I've covered up all of my base, and I could continue on and on and on as long as I want. Just flip that one over there. Now I want to put some more things on it. So let's have a look what I've got. I've got this piece. I need my glue book. I'll put some glue onto the fabric here. Just a little bit to help it stick down. I'm going to just put that one there. And I had a flower somewhere here. I'd like to put a flower. And then I've got, I put this on top of that one. So I'm just layering up my textures. That one there. Oh, I like that. That one, I'm just going to put it onto the fabric there because I have to go over a few. See, that just sort of unifies it all. And then come down here and see what else do we want to add here and there. So I am making a little dent into my mess. Now where would I like, I think I'd like to put that one in there. It's just the smallest amount of glue to sort of hold it down until you get to stitch it. Let me just see, all this is good stuff. It's white, but who cares? Put that there. I might like to put this one here. Put it onto the fabric. It might be hard to roll some glue onto those two bits. Yep, I like that. And I need some more lacy bits. And then, of course, as you sew, if you remember, you can add more bits. So that's going to go there, and I might put going to put that there, like that. I feel like I might need something up here again as well. That's a good bit for a top of a tag. Oh, this piece, I haven't put this piece on. Put it there. I might put it down. I don't want to cover all of that up. There. Okay, still need something down here, I think. Need a bit of this. And not that. I mean, look how much stuff I've still got left. It's just never ending. But I have made a little dent in it, which is good. Okay, right. Move that. Now, move those. Move it all out of the way so I don't get annoyed. Have a sip of coffee, and I'm going to bring my sewing machine over. I'm going to do straight stitch. I've got my, hopefully you can see because the light's not working on my sewing machine. I've got my stitches on 3, the length, and I've just got a regular needle. And here we go. So first I'm going down the center to kind of catch everything. And some parts will be thicker, so you'll have to help it. So that's very thick there. Probably quite a bit of glue as well. Oh, that came off. Okay, I'll put it on afterwards. And I'm just going to go up and down a few times. So where's my piece gone that fell off? I think that was, I'll put it up here. No, I'll put it here. It was on there. So I can still catch it now because I'm going to come back again. Oh, it doesn't want to go. It's thicker. Come on. I'm very mean to my sewing machine. So probably ideally it would be better if you waited for the glue to dry a little bit. sewing machine would be happier. But it's still working. I'm just going to snip these off while I'm here. I just find it much faster to glue it all down and then sew. What we might do is we'll try one without glue. How about that? And you'll see how long it'll take. I might go down a 4th time just to be sure, for good measure, and I might sort of swerve all over the place. So that is nice and stitched. I'll show you the back. Move that out of the way. So this is the back here. You can see there. And that's the front. So I've got a nice snippet there ready to go. And I could attach it to my other one. And I could also add to it as I can. So let's make something. Let's do something with it. I hadn't planned on that, but I have to get my brain around it, my head around it. But let's just say we were wanting to make a little journaling card. So we can do some... Oh, wait, just a minute. What about if we use one of these? Like this one here. Oh, I said I was going to try one without glue. Well, we'll do that as well. Just remind me. Just so you can see, you know, how long it takes. So I'll back this one with some old book page, I think. Right. Cute. I probably should have backed it before I cut it, but doesn't matter. Now where are my plain bits? Over here. Here we go. Here's one. That's just an old piece of grungy book page that I really like. So we'll do that. So this is actually feeling quite damp from the glue, even though I didn't feel like I put an enormous amount of glue. Obviously, you know, there's quite a few layers of glue going on there, so it is a bit wet. So ideally do them, and if you're going to use glue, and let them dry. There we go. Okay, so let's see what I've got in my messy basket over here that I could just simply use. Here it is, look. Oh, it's so messy that the stuff doesn't even, when I pull it along, it doesn't even come along with it. I have that flower I could cut out. I've got a butterfly. I'm sure I've got something in here that I like. It's too big. I need to sort this out. That's the next thing I need to sort out. Got a stamp. Cover up that stamp. Oh, I've got a Tracy Fox label. A bit of this. I probably would start with just a little piece of old book page, but just let me see. Can you see how this needs to be tidied up? If I had a smaller piece, but I don't. So, oh yes I do. That's a knife. Is that an old one, or is that a glue book? I think that's a glue book. We don't want the glue book. There's a piece of... Oh, that's quite nice on there. I think I'll glue that down. And then what? That's the next question. And then what? put that there. And then just put that one like that so it dries a little bit while it's waiting. Here's a nice piece of old book page. I'll put that there. Just building up my layers while I'm thinking about it. I might put it down a bit further. And then I'll probably just do a big botch up job because I haven't thought about it. Okay, so let's see. I don't think there's anything in here that I want to use. No. Oh my goodness, what a lot of scraps I've got. Okay, really do need to tidy that one up. Okay, I've got those. I don't think I want. Oh, look at this! Look at this! This was. Did I show you this in another video? This was in the spine of a book. I had to keep it. There's a lady. Oh, would be nice on her. Maybe we'll keep her aside. Let's scrap the pin paper. We don't want those. See, we could have a butterfly. Or we could have something black and white. Or I quite like this butterfly. I put these on this book page to cut out, so that's good to use those, isn't it? Well, let's have a look at those. And then, of course, you can use those snippets down the side of a page, like put a little piece on the side of a page. We might do that. I might grab a piece of coffee dyed paper and we can try that and see what that looks like. I quite like the butterfly. If I put the butterfly there, and I was thinking, let me have a look at this one, put the glue over there. So just say this is your tag, you could just stitch a little piece across there. I like that piece more. So let's cut this off. I think I'll glue down. Oh no, let me just cut this out so we can see if we like this more. Might like to keep it more monotone. Talk about like make it up as you go. This is really a make it up as you go sort of video. Just doing what I feel like doing. And, you know, of course, whatever I make in these sorts of things will be used in future journals, so it's never time lost. So I could put, oh, I quite like that too. Put that there, and then where would I put the snippet? There. I kind of liked it at the top. Like, oh, I quite like that. I like that going on top. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I would normally, I think I'll put a little bit of glue stick, and then I'm going to zigzag across. And I'm going to have it just coming over the top, so it's kind of like a tab. I like that. It's covering up the carte postale, but that's all right. And then I'm going to use this glue. I might have to stick a pin in it because it's been off all night with the lid off. Oh no, there's no, it's not blocked. But it's less than half now, so I need to actually, when I keep it upside down is what I need to do. And I'm using this glue just because it has to stick on that lumpy bumpy piece of snippet, and so it needs a bit of help, in my opinion. Yes, that's going to be good. And then when I stitch it, it'll be caught across the top. But I probably won't stitch it now on the video just because it's quite wet and it needs to dry. And then I don't know that I want to put anything else on there, just keep it fairly plain, unless I decided to sort of, you know, you could add a little piece of little bit of scrappy fabric there or something if you wanted to, or some lace, but I don't think you need to because you've got the textile at the top. And that'll look pretty. That could, I mean, that could even be a pocket. I have backed it with old book page. You could put the butterfly there. Oh, I quite like the butterfly. Let me just see. Where's the other butterfly? No, I don't think I want purple. I've got Steffi's butterflies here. They're all too big. Oh, that's a nice piece of old book page. Just a second. I did see Steph's butterflies somewhere over here, but now I can't find them. Where did I see them? $1 million question. Where did I see Steffi's butterflies? Well, let me see here. If there's anything in these tags that I might like to tear off. No, I don't think so. No. I think I'll leave it sort of monotone. So that just needs to be stitched. And then I was thinking, like, with this lady, like, obviously back her with an old piece of book page. Let me just see what I've got that's plain on the back. Nope. That's the wrong one. That's why I'm not finding it. This one. That's got the writing. I'll keep the writing. I'll put the writing at the top. So let me just put my glue. See, I'm not good at staying on screen with my tripod. Just glue her down. Try to keep the writing. There's the writing there. Get these scissors and just trim around. See, it's got the writing on the back, that's cool. And I just need to trim that little bit off there, that's okay. Stick some glue under there so it doesn't annoy me. Okay, so that's the back and that's the front. And that'd be pretty. So you can get a piece of trim, of this trim that we've just made. Just try to find a piece that I like. Oh, I can. Oh, that's nice with the lace there. I wouldn't want to put too much, too big a piece. Just put it there, I think. And what you could do is just maybe take something like this. I'm not sure if this is big enough, but just slip that underneath, just like layer it with another one. No, put that on top. No, that's not it. That's not what I want. Just let me see here. I just like another lacy bit is what I would like. Here we go. Here's a piece. Something a bit bigger. Just attach that there. Like that. That's how I would attach it. So let's get the glue. And then you could put a button if you want to. I'm not going to put a button. Put that there. Might get a bit more glue under that one. Put that there. There we go. I like that. A button would be nice. You could have a little teeny tiny butterfly and put a little teeny tiny butterfly in there. That would be cute too. Oh, Tracy has little teeny tiny butterflies. So that's another idea. And then let's grab a piece, if I've got one, of, what do you call it? tea-dyed paper. Oh gosh, I'm piling all the things are going to fall down. I know I've got some, just bear with me a second, I've got some tea-dyed paper here. I'll bring this over here. This is my famous box. I think I put it, of course I put it at the bottom, didn't I? Oh, see, I tidied this up, and look, I'm finding all these things down here that shouldn't be in there. Just going to pull them out, excuse me. I had collected all these things up to put into, I put them into folders. We'll just grab any piece, that'll do. Put those on top so I can sort them out. We'll do a video with that, how I'm organising my papers. It doesn't seem to be helping me much, does it? So this is a nice piece of coffee dyed paper. All you need to do is, like, just say this is going to go into your journal, and then you can just grab cut it there. You can just grab a piece of this, and then you'll just stitch it down the side of the page there. Could add a little, I'd add a little ticket. Could be good. And I could add a little bit more lace. See? You can just add a little bit more to it. And then I like that. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of glue there to hold it. Sorry, it doesn't sort of move about. And it is a little bit bulky, just a little bit. So glue down my lace there, and then I'll put some glue on my ticket. And then what I'll do is I'll just zigzag down, capturing it all. There we go. And now I've decorated a page. Okay, so let's bring the sewing machine over. What a mess. Just chuck it all over there. Bring the sewing machine over, put those back up there. And we'll stitch these few things. I think I can stitch them now. So this, for example, I'm just going to put my zigzag on. And off I go. And I'll continue right to the end of the page because I haven't backstitched. Now I haven't been backstitching because it chews the paper a little bit, so you can just put a little dab of glue there if you want to, and then that's a pretty page done. Look at that. And then the other thing we can do is, now this one I'm going to zigzag around this as well. And then this one I'm going to zigzag around. And I think the stitching really does finish it off. Now, if you don't have a sewing machine, just use a lot of glue, and then you could sort of with a black pen draw on the stitching, or you could, there's some stamps that have stitching. Actually, I've got some of those. Must use those one day. I haven't used them yet. So this will work fine just with glue, but you just have to make sure you put a lot, and maybe you'll put a paper clip there to hold it down. So that's those done. So I love those. Look, got your journaling card or pocket. We've got a book page, and like a page for a journal, and we've got this lovely old photograph with a little snippet on it, and then the old paper on the back. So that's those ideas. I was just thinking while I was sewing, another thing you could do is if you grabbed, might have a nice bit of, sorry, I'm not letting you go, am I? Might be 12 o'clock. Love this fabric. It's not tea dyed or anything, but I still like it. What about this piece of antique hemp? That's a nice piece. And it's a funny shape, and I like that. So another thing I was thinking, you could just look at this pretty lace that I got the last time. And it was only a piece, so I don't have any problem. I keep saying that, but I don't have any problems cutting it up. Just layer that, make a little sort of snippety sort of thing. Then you can grab, which part would I like? Get rid of that. Oh, I might like that part there. Maybe I'd only like a small piece. And you can make these as wide as you want. Sort of, let's see how we'd have it. Put it like that, and maybe like that. Like so. And then stick a butterfly on there, or a flower. And the flower covers it up too much, or a ticket. That one's a bit big, I think. I need a smaller ticket, but I don't think I've got them, like I can't see them. I don't want to go and rummage through everything and find a ticket. What else could I put on there? What I might do is just put a little bit of glue, because I already like that. So I'll put that one down. Put my snippet on there. Put that like that. Isn't that pretty? And then what do I want? So it's nice to have this all ready to go. Just let me see here if I've got anything little. I need something little. None of these are small enough. I could tear them. No, none of those will do. Oh, cute. These are little. Squirrels. Let's look at the squirrels. These are from Mrs. Cog. Let's put that on my garbage bin. So, aren't they cute? Tear that squirrel. Oh, I thought I'd been on forever. It's only 38 minutes. It's not too long. I'm going to put the little squirrel. Oh, I love that. That's going right there. You see? And then I'm going to put my straight stitch on. Put it on 3 because it's like a nice long stitch. You could add a little teeny tiny Tracy label there if you wanted to. I could add this little thing that's been floating around. Slip that in there. No, we'll leave that off. So I'll bring my sewing machine back over, and I'm just going to whiz around with straight stitch. Thinking I see a shadow of someone outside, but I don't. Just want to capture the image a little bit. And there we go. I think that's enough. And then I would put that on the corner of a page, or you could put it onto a journaling card. Isn't that cute? It's very cute. But I think I'd like it on the corner of a page, like just say that page didn't have anything, I would put it there and stitch down there, and then it would be a tuck. That's how I like to use those. So there we have it. So I did say I was going to try one without the glue. So why don't we do that? Just move all the paper stuff out of the way because we're not really using paper. Oh, just a minute. Okay, I won't be able to do that. I have to go and open the door. So sorry about that. I'll see you soon. Bye.